Monday, the 1st of December. Yay! Christmas has arrived. The elves arrived as well. But yes, so we're all feeling quite festive today. 2 of my children have an inset day, so I am going on a mummy, daughter and Pete date to the cinema to see Zootropolis 2. I don't think I'm going to take any knitting. I think if it were just me and Pete, then I probably would, but because I'm there with my daughter as well, I think I'm just going to sit and I'm going to enjoy the experience. Also, I love Zootropolis. It's a great movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing number 2. So we're off there in a minute, and then I've got to be at Athena's school for 2:30 for Christmas decoration making. And then we'll see where the evening takes us. I hope you enjoy your day. Welcome to Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 3rd of December. I was supposed to be at Knit and Natter this morning. I haven't gone because I've got Elijah and Erin home poorly. Erin's still struggling with this random sickness virus. I had it for like a week. It makes you feel really sick and just horrible. And Elijah's got a stinking cold. So I have let them stay home today. So I went out and walked the dogs. It's a lovely day. It's really, really bright and clear blue skies, but chilly. So, and I like it when it's like that. It's nice. I've been sat here watching Kelly's crafting vlog on Patreon from Robo and Cades. I love her so much, bless her. She's so poorly in it, and I just really feel for her. But yeah, so that's an hour and 15 minutes long. I'm nearly finished that. I thought today is going to be one of those days where some days I get up and I'm like, I'm going to bang out all my housework and then just spend the rest of the day sat down knitting. Today is one of the days where I just want to sit and knit. So I have to kind of give myself an hour of knitting and then an hour of housework, an hour of knitting, hour of housework. It's mainly going to be laundry today. Yesterday, my headache did turn into a migraine, which I absolutely knew it was going to. Painkillers weren't touching it. I ended up having to bring out the big guns and get the cocodamol out. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. I could feel it bubbling under the surface. So yeah, I ended up yesterday, once the cocodamol kicked in and sort of took away the head pain, then I just started feeling really sick. So Pete came round last night and I ended up just snuggling on the couch with him, and which is really nice. But he made me film his socks because he came round wearing his socks that I made him for his birthday, which he absolutely loves. And he was like, film me. So and he went, no, get this thing, do it from this angle, do it. And I'm like, oh my goodness me. He doesn't normally sit there with his trouser legs pulled up, but you know, obviously we were filming the socks. Bless him. We've been together 4 years. It's our anniversary on the 14th. Would be 4 years, and that whole time he's been wanting a pair of handmade socks from me. I tried to crochet him socks so many times, failed miserably, always ended up with just one sock that wasn't even wearable. He uses those like random one crocheted socks to like keep his tools and stuff in his garage. So that is his first pair. In fact, the reason that I learned to knit back in February this year was so that I could make Pete a pair of socks. So, and he's just got his first pair of socks for his birthday in November, so he's absolutely chuffed to bits with them. But I said, it's okay, you know, you're going to have plenty more. It's going to happen. But yeah, so he's I filmed a little bit of him yesterday. But yeah, so other than that, Eddie's on my lap under a blanket, which is where he spends his entire life. Anytime I'm sat down, Eddie is on my lap under the blanket. But yeah, so I just thought I'd give you a quick update as well on the Silent Night socks, which I'm doing on Magic Loop, my first Magic Loop sock. So it's going really well. I absolutely love it still, but this is really tricky. Like, I don't know. Trying to get all of these stitches onto one needle and knitting across it, I'm finding that really tricky. But again, you know, I have to keep reminding myself that bit actually is quite tricky even on 9-inch circular, because you've got all those stitches, and on so that bit is tricky anyway for me, even on 9-inch circulars. And I think, again, it's the first time that I've ever done it, so it's going to feel tricky. It's going to feel unnatural. I think it will just be... Oh, Eddie is emerging. He has emerged. Oh, is he going to go back under? What are you doing? You going back under? There we go. He's back. He's back under. Yeah, so I think because it's the first time, that's why it just feels so unnatural and fiddly, and, you know, I'm not particularly enjoying this process at the moment. But done the heel turn and everything, picked up all the gusset stitches fine. The picking up the gusset stitches I found much easier on Magic Loop than 9-inch circular. So at the moment, I'm kind of thinking I do actually really like Magic Loop. However, I do really need to get Pete's Christmas socks cast on soon in the Robin colourway, and this is my only set of 2.25 needles, so I don't know whether to go down the route of getting another couple of cables and some cable stoppers, and then I can kind of be working on this, but then take the needles off, and because these are interchangeable Chiaogus, or just cast it on my 9-inch circulars, which is going to be quicker because they're here, and it means that I can actually cast on one of his socks today. So I might do that. I might go down that route. But I'm going to get a little further through these gusset decreases, and then I'm going to cast on his, because I'm itching to get those cast on. So really, I mean, we've got what, 3 weeks until Christmas. I really need him. I mean, these are just socks for me. His are a Christmas gift, so I really need to get those done. So I need to be prioritizing those, really. So I'll get those cast on today. That will be a mission. So I'm going to finish watching. It's 11:25. Yes, it is. I always have to double check the back clock because it's so dark. It's 11:25, so I'm going to finish watching Kelly's crafting vlog. I am hungry, so I will eat, and then I'm going to go and do my hour of housework. So I will check back in with you later. By the way, didn't knit this jumper. I'm nowhere near that talented. This is a shop bought jumper. Just felt like getting a little bit festive. Actually, today is the first time that I felt that little first twinge of festivity. So yeah, hopefully, because I've been really worried, because normally by now I'm Christmas mad. Normally I'm desperate to put my decorations like beginning of November. As soon as Halloween finishes, it's Christmas. But this year I just can't get into it. And I don't know, that could be for a variety of reasons. It's, you know, I don't know whether I've mentioned this, but obviously Athena is the only one that I really do the elves and Father Christmas and all that for. The older ones are past that now, and Romany doesn't have an understanding of that. So really it's just Athena, and she's just turned 9, so it could very well be my last Christmas doing that. And also they're all sleeping at their dad's on Christmas Eve this year, and I hate it when the children sleep at their dad's Christmas Eve. I'm absolutely all for it. Like the you know, I'm absolutely fine with their dads having them Christmas Eve from the dad's point of view, because they are their dads. They deserve to have them Christmas Eve sometimes as well and do all of that with them. But I miss them, and to me, not having them here Christmas Eve is just not the same. It's not the same. So, and waking up Christmas morning without my children, like, it's not good. I don't like it at all. So I think that is probably the reason why I'm really struggling to get into the festivities. But yes, anyway, but it's fine. It's fine. they're excited and they'll have a good time regardless. So yes, so I'm going to go and I'm going to finish what I'm doing here. Well, I'm not going to finish these. I'm not going to finish these socks at all. Why lie? I'm going to carry on these until I finish Kelly's vlog, and then I am going to go and do my hour of housework. So I will see you shortly.
In the church in Brandy. Do you know, I'm touched by that. That's a lovely thing. Can I just tell you where we're going though? Please do. We are going to go and see Terry. I spoke to him on the phone. I think he's in.
It's Thursday, the 4th of December. I'm holding you, so apologies if it's all wibbly wobbly, because I'll forget that I'm holding you, no doubt, and you'll end up everywhere. But I have a couple of things to update on today. It's an awful rainy grey day, so I am going to have a knitting day. I'm making good progress on Pete's Robin socks, so I only started these fairly late last night, probably about 7 o'clock last night. I'm doing them on my 2.25 9-inch circulars Chalgu because I don't have any other Magic Loop needles. But the interesting thing is, now that I have been knitting for a few days on Magic Loop and gone back to 9-inch circulars, I am so much faster on 9-inch circulars. I think I'm just going to stick with 9-inch circulars, but what I've been trying to do is, I realised that the tension is in my hands and it goes right up to my shoulders. So I've been trying to sort of tell myself to relax my hands, stop gripping the needles, just, chill. So, and that seems to be working today, and I'm so much faster. So yes, I'm hoping that these aren't going to take too much longer, but honestly, Pete is going to absolutely love this colorway. So yeah, these are Pete's Christmas gift. I spoke to Pete on the phone last night and he said to me, "It would be really lovely if you made my brother some socks for Christmas." And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've got 3 weeks. I mean, if I sit down, I'm still a fairly slow knitter, although I'm much faster with 9-inch circulars. But I mean, I have to do a lot of sitting and knitting to be able to, I could probably get a pair of socks done in a week. That's kind of, if I really set my mind to it. So technically it can be done, and I do have a colourway. So his brother is a massive Portsmouth Football Club fan because we live on the south coast, and so his colours are blue and yellow and white. And I think I'm going to go stash diving later, but I've got a feeling I've got the perfect skein of yarn to use for a pair of socks in those colours. I think it was, what the heck? Some sort of alarm going off on my tablet. But yeah, I think it was one of the Spooky Yarn Club ones, and it was a film from 1943 called I Walked with a Zombie? I Walked with a Zombie or something? I don't know. I've got the card out there for it. I'll go and have a look. But yeah, so I'm going to dig that out later and have a look. But I need to focus on these Robin socks. I've told Pete that I'm literally just having a knitting day today because I want to get as far as I can, because I need to get these socks done for Pete. Once I've got these done, then everything else afterwards is, if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So anyway, I had my online knit and natter last night with hosted by Kelly from Roro and Cades. Absolutely love Kelly. I love her. She's so funny. And they do that. I don't even know, actually. I'm really not very good at knowing these things. I get the notification and I'm like, oh, it's knit and natter tonight. I know sometimes they're on a Wednesday night, sometimes they're on a Saturday. But yeah, it was really nice, really funny. We were talking all things socks, which is right up my street. And today I thought I'm gonna have a look at some YouTube videos, and I found a new YouTuber who I absolutely adore. She's so funny. I'm sure that I'm really late to the party because I am always late to the party with everything. I always have been. But she's called Stitched by Mrs. D. And she's called Paula, and oh my goodness me, I watched her latest podcasty one, which was a few weeks ago, I think. Oh no, 6 days ago or something like that.
Oh my goodness, it was pure entertainment. She got a little Shih Tzu called Gary who just gets in the camera all the time. And the one I've just so now I'm watching her Vlogmas ones, and she's got a cat called Ian who plays a bell while she sings Christmas songs. He dings the bell. Oh, honestly, I think Paula may be my new favourite. So I will link her, and I'll link Roro and Kate in the description below. But I can see myself just spending the entire day watching Stitched by Mrs. D's entire back catalogue, as well as fitting in on Patreon. Ange from Yarn and Yarns has released her first Vlogmas-ish video, and she's my other fave. Those are kind of my three favourites at the moment. But yeah, I love finding a new YouTuber and then being able to go back and watch their entire back catalogue. But yeah, Stitched by Mrs. D, I mean, it's just absolutely hilarious. So yeah, so that is me today. Pete's coming round for dinner tonight. I went for something very, very easy to make because I actually feel really tired today for some reason. Not entirely sure why. Romany slept fine all night. I was the first one up this morning. But yeah, I just have these days every now and then. Possibly age related, hormone related. Who knows? I'll tell you what, when I'm holding the camera, I'm really close. Really close. You can see everything. You can see my dimple in my chin. So I have two dimples, okay, and I've had them since childhood. And my older brother used to rip me because he said you could always tell what mood I'm in as to which dimple on my face turns up. So this one is my happy dimple in my chin, and then I've got one up here, which is apparently my angry dimple. When I get angry, the one on my forehead comes up. When I'm happy, the one on my chin comes up. Anyway, so yes, me and the dogs, we are just having a chilled out one. Eddie, oh my God, am I even going to be able to show you this without dropping the camera on his head? Eddie, as usual, is under the blanket. He's very happy to be having a lazy day. And Star is over there. Oh, beautiful, Star. Beautiful. Yes, lovely. Very quick update before I go on the school run. This is how much I achieved on the robin sock. So we've done all right. 32 or something rounds. I do 70 for Pete's because he likes them longer, like I do. So yeah, I love the way that's working up. But yeah, he's coming around dinner time, so I can't work. Edward? Ah. We won't be friends. Anyway, yeah, so I can't work on him while he's here, but he will only be here for a few hours. He'll eat and then he'll go. So yeah, I'll get to work on them a little bit more later on. Anyway, school run. Happy Friday. I've been up since 2. Romney decided to start her day at 2 today, and before I went to bed last night I started feeling like a weird feeling in my throat, and then as the night wore on from 2 o'clock onwards, it started getting worse and worse. So I'm pretty sure I've got a cold coming. Elijah has had a couple of days off school this week with a stinker of a cold, so I'm not happy. But anyway, this morning I have to go to the hospital. Got to take Athena to audiology. Athena is hard of hearing. She had grommets fitted in July last year and they've both fallen out. So we're going to audiology this morning. I have a feeling they're going to say she needs hearing aids, which is absolutely fine. I've prepared her for that and she's fine with it too. It's a very grey old day. It was actually really bright and frosty this morning, but it's starting to grey over. So it's 9:30 now. Our appointment at the hospital is 11, and then Pete's not coming around tonight. The girls are sleeping the 2 younger girls are sleeping at their dad's. So literally, when I get home from the hospital, I can just plant myself on the couch and fester for the rest of the day and night, which I'm looking forward to.
So that is this morning's plan. One thing I did start doing when Romany was awake in the early hours of the morning, I thought, I can't knit, I'm too tired to knit, so I need to do something else. I started planning my 12 cast-ons of Christmas to do along with Ange from Yarn and Yarns. It's going to be a long day. So yes, I've got a few ideas going for that. So I want to, I've got like a Ravelry list, and I want to start writing them all down in a notebook later on. So that is the plan. Edward, come here. Eddie, come here. Come say hello. Sausage. So noisy. No. Eddie, he's got a thing for nostrils. Like he just wants to put his oh, sorry, did I just poke you in the eye? He just wants to put his tongue up your nostrils all the time. What are you saying, Star? Oh, I'm about to start getting attacked by both dogs now. So I'm going to go anyway. And yes, time to go. Good morning. It is Saturday I don't even know. I feel like I want to say the 6th. Saturday the 6th, we'll go with that, of December. It's a very grey day outside, although I haven't actually been outside. I came back from the hospital yesterday. Athena does have to have hearing aids, bless her. That is not until January. But I felt so rough, and I got home at 2, which was later than I wanted to get home. And I literally just got into bed and slept until 5 o'clock in the evening. And then I just spent all evening on the couch knitting. My throat was like razor blades. But yeah, I watched Disney's A Christmas Carol, which is my favourite Christmas movie. The one with Jim Carrey playing Scrooge. I love it so much. I keep promising myself I'm going to read A Christmas Carol. I bought it years ago with the intention of one Christmas I'm going to sit down and read it. It's not even a thick book, but still never have. So maybe this year's the year. Who knows? Anywho, so I'm seeing Pete later, I think. I was meant to be sleeping at his house, but honestly, I mean, it involves getting dressed and everything. Like, I'm still in my pajamas and my dressing gown. I'm not anticipating actually being able to leave my house today. It's funny because I thought I was going to wake up and be completely bunged up and just an absolute horrible mess, and I'm not. It's in my head, so obviously it's a head cold, but I can breathe, which is lovely, because that's what I hate when you've got a cold, is not being able to breathe. And I snore. I am a snorer. So, I mean, it's just even worse when I can't breathe out my nostrils. But anyway, so I feel a lot better than I thought I was going to, but I feel rough. So, probably look rough too. I'm past caring about that. So, Edward is here under the blanket. Let me see if I can show you Edward. Where are you? There he is. Hi. No, thank you. Go back under. I need to get a soundproof blanket for him. Star's over here. We're just all in a big, like, mess of pillows and blankets and laziness. What? Eddie? There's nothing. Let's sort your ear out. What's going on? There's nothing. Guard dog. It's fine. Go back to sleep. It's all good in the hood, Edward. Ah, that rhymed. Silly boy. No. He literally barks in his sleep. Like, that's how much this dog loves to bark. He will bark in his sleep. Look at his little schnozzer. Love him. Anywho, so let's just show you a little bit of progress. So I did make some progress yesterday. I didn't really get any knitting done at the hospital or anything like that. But obviously sat on all last evening knitting. So I am... Oh, and I made the most stupid mistake as well, but I'll tell you about that in a second.
Just popping in, editing Charlotte here. I realised while watching this clip back that I didn't actually tell you the stupid mistake I made, which was that when Pete video chatted me earlier on that day, he said to me, "Don't just sit there knitting until ridiculous o'clock at night. Make sure you get yourself to bed at a decent time, blah, blah, blah." And I went, "No, sweetheart," and held this up. And he went, "That's not my brother's sock. That's a different colour." And I went, yeah, it's just one that I was doing for one of the kids." And I thought afterwards, oh, why did I hold that up? I'm such an idiot. One thing I do know is that things go in Pete's brain and out the other side very, very quickly. So I'm absolutely sure that he will not remember, and it will still be an absolute surprise on Christmas Day. Anywho, that's it. God, the camera's really close to me all of a sudden. I feel like you're right there in my personal space. Right, so this is how far I've got on the first robin sock. I am on the heel flap. I haven't worked on this yet this morning because I was my head was so woolly, and I thought I will end up making a mistake. So I will pick this up again in a minute, and I'll show you what I've been doing this morning. It's 12 o'clock now. Yeah, so I love it. It's so lovely. And the heel flap got about 10 more, 20 more rows on the heel flap, and then I will start the heel turn. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that progress. And what I've been working on this morning, quite slowly really, is this sock, which is for Pete's brother, in the I Walked with a Zombie colourway by Unseen Yarn. So yeah, I've just been working on the cuff of that because I thought that was going to be easy, and trying to get my head around a heel flap. But I feel a little bit more awake and alive now, so I'll probably go back to the robin sock in a minute, or I might just finish the cuff and then go back to the robin sock. But yeah, I've just been watching YouTube this morning. I've been catching up. I've been watching the Stash Down Diaries, 12 days of cast-ons. I'm actually obsessed with the 12 days of cast-ons. I've got my pad and my pen over there, and I keep thinking to myself, right, I need to actually sit down and do some planning, because it's like 2 weeks away now, the start date, and I know that I haven't got enough yarn for the things that I want to do, because I don't have a massive yarn stash, because obviously I'm a very new knitter, and when I was crocheting I used acrylic mainly, so I have a huge acrylic stash, but I really just don't want to use acrylic for knitting. I really don't. I want to use natural fibres. So my stash of natural fibre wool isn't that big. So I know I'm going to have to get some things, which, you know, the whole purpose of the 12 days of cast-ons for Ange from Yarn and Yarns was to use stash yarn, but I don't have an awful lot, so I have some. But yeah, so I just really want to get planning on that, because I need to see what I've got yarn for, because obviously they will probably be the first cast-ons that I do, and I also want to make sure that I've got 12. I bought a 12-sided dice, a 12-sided dice, some 12-sided die. I think that's right. Yeah, anyway, I got a 12-sided dice so that I can, my plan, I mean, I'll do a video more into it as I go along and when I officially start it, but I'm thinking that the way I'm going to do it is maybe roll a dice every Monday, and each project has sort of its corresponding number, and whatever number comes out on the dice on a Monday, that is the project that I work on for that week. It's my first time doing it, so and what I don't want to do as well, I want to put some projects in that are, because next year is going to be all about expanding my skill set, so I want to put some projects in for later in the year, for, you know, once I have worked on my skill set a little bit, but I don't want to put anything in. Like, I absolutely love the Gnomes of Grimblewood make alongs. I love that, but I've looked at them and there's a lot of colour work and things like that. I just don't have the skills for that. So there's no point in putting too much of that kind of stuff on, just in case I start learning it and find that actually I really hate it. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I just need to sit down and do a bit of planning, but my head hurts. So I might I was just about to do a massive yawn on camera. You don't need to see the inside of my mouth. I might go and take some tablets. Or I might not, because I can't bother to move, so I might just sit here and drink Pepsi Max and eat millionaire shortbread wherever it's gone. Anywho, I'm going to go. I'm going to start sorting out this heel flap. It's Sunday the 7th, I think. If I look a bit glassy-eyed, it's not because I'm crying, it's because I literally cannot physically stop yawning. I've been sat here for ages thinking, just press record, and then another yawn comes, and I'm like, for goodness sake. So yeah, I apologise. I can't stop yawning. I've slept absolutely fine this weekend. Normally, I still feel very poorly. And when you're poorly, like normally you don't sleep well, do you? And especially when it's a cold or something, you sleep with your mouth open, your mouth goes all dry, and it's not a pleasant experience. But I haven't had any of that. I've slept absolutely fine. But I'm yawning. I'm very tired. I've had a bath. I've managed to get dressed. But yeah, other than that, it is literally, I have spent, oh, Eddie looks like he's looking at something. I knew that was coming. I knew it. He's got a chew over there, which he's just chucked on the floor. He does that. It's like he deliberately throws things on the floor and then looks at me like I'm going to get up and get it for him. No. Anywho, so yeah, I've got dressed. I've literally spent the last 2 days on the couch. It's absolutely pouring today. It's been raining all day, so I don't mind too much. But I do have to go out in about an hour, which I really don't want to do. But I have to go get dog food. I have to go get a couple of bits for lunch boxes, etc. And then I have to go pick up the girls from their dads, which I normally do about 4 o'clock. So, yes, that is what's happening today. And then when they get home, I'll have to make sure that all the... I nearly went to yawn again. Right. Breathe. What is wrong with me? Anyway, so yes, my appetite is gone. I've got absolutely no appetite today, so I'm trying to drink tea. I've got myself some Maryland cookies, just so that I can have something. But I tried eating a piece of toast, and I ate half of it, and then the dog shared the other half. I just got no appetite today. Anywho, let's not moan. I'd rather be ill this weekend because, like, next week my focus has to be Christmas. I've barely even done any Christmas shopping, and I've got 2 weeks of the children left at school. So the next 2 weeks has to be getting everything ready for Christmas, getting everything wrapped and sorted, because I don't want any of it left over when the children finish school. So yes, that's fine. Right, so Robin socks. I am currently working on the gusset decreases. So I'm through, I've picked up all the gusset stitches, and I'm now doing the decreasing for the gusset stitches, so that's good. I was so hoping to have had this sock finished by this weekend. I wanted to just fully sit down and just work on this and at least get one under my belt, but it just hasn't happened. Pete came round last night and we put on a film. He knows that I love Jack Black. Jack Black's my favourite. I love his band Tenacious D. I've always loved Jack Black. And there's the one where the boy's got dyslexia and he writes a letter to Satan instead of Santa. I can't think. Oh, Dear Santa, I think that's what it's called. We put that on last night and I fell asleep on the couch, like just halfway through the film. Missed half of it. But yeah, it's so yeah, I didn't get as much time work, and obviously I can't work on this when Pete's here anyway. So when Pete was here, I was working on the sock for his brother. So I'm not sure how far I got when I showed you this last, but the colorway is beautiful. I'm really enjoying this. It's not something that I would have chosen for myself. Just happened to come in a yarn club. Oh, the dogs are bashing into me now because they decided to start wrestling. That's Star's play noise. She's very vocal when she plays. Anyway, so yes. Right, can you stop? Can you stop bashing me? I'm sorry about the tippy tappy noise if I'm walking across the floor as well. I'm trying to record a video. They don't care. Anyway, we'll keep this short and sweet. Star! Star! Could you stop? Not what I need. Not what I need right now. Edward. No. Yeah, anyway, so this is how far I've got in his brother's sock. This is the colourway I walked with the zombie. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really enjoying that. So that is that. So I'll sit here for another hour and do knitting. And then I will go and get everybody. Just in case I don't come back on, I will, because what I'm trying to do is record from Monday to Sunday and then sort of start a new vlog for the week on the Monday. So this could be the last time that I check in with you today. If it is, then thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope this one hasn't been too boring, because where it's just been illness, I just feel like I haven't really got an awful lot to say. Although I will say I've done a lot of planning for the 12 cast-ons, and I am actually thinking for things like, because I've focused on techniques and skills that I want to learn, and I'm thinking for some of them actually it wouldn't be terrible to use some of the acrylic yarn that I've got, because I'm practicing. So yeah, I'll look more into what I've got underneath there. I do know that I've got potentially a sweater quantity of a really nice yarn, which has actually got sort of a 20% wool content. It's acrylic and wool blend. So that might be nice, and the colours are nice. So I'll go and have a bit of a stash dive in a bit, I think, and see whether or not any of it is, because obviously that's part of the point of the 12 cast-ons, is to use stash. So if I've got some that I can use, then I will. I'll go and have a look. Oh my goodness, why can I see fluff? It looks like Eddie has managed to get some fluff out of something, possibly one of his toys. He does love a cuddly toy. I don't know what that is. I best go rescue it. Anywho, yes, like I said, if I don't check in again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon.